Hey, my name's Jeff, and welcome back to the garage. So I assume your check engine light may have just come on and you don't know what to do. If your car or truck is driving normally, it's probably something simple. Maybe you left the gas cap loose, or maybe it's flapping out in the wind. So you need to kind of tighten that up, and it'll clear itself up in 2 or 3 days. It could be something more involved, but I would check it just to be sure. So there's 2 or 3 ways you can check the check engine light to see what it is. You can take your vehicle to a local parts place, Advanced Auto Parts, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, places like that. They'll hook a scan tool to your vehicle and read the code, which is going to be alphanumeric. So it's going to have a letter followed by 4 numbers. That kind of gives you a direction to go in. It won't exactly tell you what's wrong with it. Just kind of gives you a direction to go and start diagnosis. So those are going to be one-way communicators, and most of the time, I don't even think those can clear the code. So you might get the code, but you're going to leave with your check engine light on, just like you came in. So option 2, you can go to the car dealership. It's going to be a lot more expensive. Nothing against car dealerships, but that's going to be my last resort. I have friends and family that work for dealerships. I used to work for car dealerships myself. Nothing wrong with that. You're just going to spend a lot more money. Option 3, with technology, the technology that we have today, you can buy scan tools that you can use at home. And it's going to have most, or if not all, of the capability of the scan tools that a car dealership uses. These are going to be less than $100. You plug it into your car or truck, and you open up the app and read the menu, and off you go. And it's going to tell you the same thing that you're going to get at the parts place or the car dealership. Plus so much more, and I'll go through that once we dive into this. So anyway, okay, so just a quick rundown of what we're using. One is going to be the Kingbolen Ediag Elite. The other is an XTOOL A30M. These are both app-based Bluetooth scan tools. Our dog is yapping in the background there. So anyway, let's get these plugged up. Probably start with the Ediag Elite. I'm going to be hooking this up to a 2014 GMC Sierra that has a check engine light on. So let's get this started, and here we go. Okay, here we go. So I'm having to do a voiceover, so if the audio doesn't quite match the video, just understand that I am doing the best I can here. So let's start with VIN scan. So it's connecting to the Ediag Elite. We got some beeping going on, and this is going to scan for the VIN. So it's working its magic here, and we have, yes, GMC Sierra 2014. Let's confirm that. All right, so diagnosis is starting. So let's go to system selection. And we're checking for check engine light, so let's go to ECM, or engine control module. And we want to read the fault code. DTC is diagnostic trouble code, so let's click that. All right, so we have a catalyst system low efficiency bank 2 P0430. So what that is, that's the catalytic converter. That's the machine that kind of cleans up the exhaust gases before it leaves the exhaust pipe. And this has 180,000 miles on this truck, so kind of expected something like that. So anyway, not super critical, and this truck will drive the rest of its life with that problem. You're just going to have to live with the check engine light, unless you want to spend the money to replace the catalytic converters. All right, so let's go back. And just to kind of show you additional things this is capable of, let's go for an example to EBCM, electronic brake control module. And special functions maybe. Yeah. So you can kind of see what's going on there. You can calibrate some stuff, relearn some things. Whoops, touched that accidentally. Actuation test. And looking for brake bleeding. Oh, there it is. So towards the bottom of the screen there, you'll see where it says automated brake bleed. Around here, when I mention, hey, can you help me bleed brakes? Eyes immediately roll. That is an eye roll generator around here. Nobody in my family likes to bleed brakes. So with this scan tool, or these scan tools, you can do it by yourself, which is awesome. And let's go back to special functions. I think we already went there. Let's see. But as you can see, let's look at PPM, Passenger Presence Module. And so if we click Passenger Presence System, clear, got to read these, actuation test. So as you can see, there's all kinds of things you can do with this. You can really get yourself in trouble with these, because there's so much you can do. So there's trailer brake control. I mean, there's so much these things will do. I don't even know what all they do. So anyway, so that's that. Okay, so we have the XTOOL A30M connected, and this one functions in a landscape mode. I think that's what it's called. So let's hit auto scan. All right, so there's the vehicle. Let's OK that, because we are in a 2014 GMC Sierra. So let's hit OK. Okay, the ignition switch is on. All right, so let's go, just like the other one, let's go to System Selection. And we're going to look at ECM, Engine Control Module. And we're going to read the DTC, or Diagnostic Trouble Code. Okay, so we have the same thing, the PO430 catalytic converter code, which I've already explained. So let's back out of that. And so a little something different on this one. We're going to go to clear DTC. Hit yes. Okay, so basically that clears the code out of the system. The check engine light will be off when we start it, but it will return. So if we return to the main menu, not sure what I hit there. So let's go to special function, and this is going to be where you're going to get yourself in trouble. So as you can see, we have throttle adaptation, tire pressure monitoring system reset. That's your TPMS. That's the sensors that read your tire pressures. All kinds of stuff, right? Sunroof initialization. So many things you can do with these app-based scan tools. So you can really do a lot of stuff. These are two-way communicators, program stuff, resets. Here's the service maintenance light reset. You go through, pick your brand. And it looks like I am not in the right. Oh, here we go. America. Here we go. GMC. So let's go to manual selection. 2014. We are in a Sierra. Okay. Tournament, okay. 5-3. I think that just took us back to the ECM page. But I'm not super familiar with all of the functions on this. All right, so hopefully that gives you some good insight on how to use these. They're pretty intuitive. Once you plug it up and get your VIN scanned and pick your vehicle, you kind of just push buttons from there and it kind of does its own thing. So these are quite capable and probably more capable than the average person needs. I imagine you could probably do some things that you shouldn't be doing with these, but that's how you learn, right? So, and two, once your neighbors find out you have this, you know, they're going to be knocking on your door asking you to check their car. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And hopefully this gives you some confidence to check your check engine light yourself and go from there. See you in the next one.